Our project is on the individual sustainability efforts of business professors at Barron's campus.
You might think that it's weird that we chose business professors instead of science professors like Ann Quinn.
We chose business professors because of the general bad reputation the business industry has, and we wanted to see if that was still true.
We hope you enjoy our interviews!
It's like caring about everything else in our family. It's like actually the nature is the actual mother that we have.
People think, my actions really don't make a difference. You know, they think, my actions, what's the actions of one person going to really change? But you know, in this world, I think we're always called upon to just deal with our own little world and make a difference in that little world that we live in. And so I think it's important because 1 + 1 = 2 and 2 + 2 = 4 and the world, and it expands and gets bigger.
At a general level, I would say very important. You know, if you look at the idea that you take the Earth as sort of a closed system, anything we do stays here, so you're going to be stuck with the effects of what happens. You know, whether you talk about natural disasters like volcanoes, or if you look at more man-made disasters like Chernobyl or you know, the Japanese reactor problem.
I strongly believe we are very responsible to preserve it and to pass it to the next generations as good as it has been for us.
I don't think it would be a debatable point to say that, you know, what happens in one place is going to ultimately affect everybody.
Without that individual responsibility, we cannot make any changes. The attitude and the philosophy that people have is that the more we have in terms of goods and services that we enjoy, the better for us. I think that's not sustainable.
As an individual, am I responsible for my own actions? Yes. Would that include responsibility for things that I do to the natural world? Yes. It would seem you know, a stretch to say that on any serious ethical inquiry that I somehow have a license to be irresponsible for my actions. When we say, I think, better for the planet, what we're really saying is better for human beings. I mean, to be blunt, it is a bit anthropocentric, but when you look at most of the concern over what do we do to the natural environment, in short of, you know, literally blowing up the globe, we're not really going to hurt the planet. On the other hand, could we hurt life on the planet, human or non-human life, you know, animal life, plant life? Absolutely. So I do tend to look at it as what's my part in the big picture, and I try to do what I can to be reasonable and responsible.
I never use an elevator, and when I see people using these large elevators that are huge, they are industrial elevators, I don't think they think anything else than just saving the energy. And I think staying active all the time, in touch with things, and at the same time controlling and feeling free, it's good for your long-run life.
We can only do what we can do, but small differences make a difference. And you know, the actions that I take, coupled with the actions of my friends and my neighbors and my coworkers, can make a really big difference.
I, as a lone, singular entity, I cannot produce too much change, but that's not the correct approach, because I think if everybody believes positively and engage in positive and concrete steps to do something, in the end, we reach a mass that will produce a change.
I think it's always worthwhile to be informed. I mean, you know, education is very important in that regard, and to look at opportunities to be active and to be more engaged. There's been a slow transition to people having more of a demand for green products, and people also trying to become conscious consumers and saying, well, you know, I could buy this and it could do this, but what are the negative effects of doing this? I think that if people have a desire to be, we could say, better stewards or to be more environmentally responsible, it's a matter of getting good information and then really trying to act on it.
It's the ripple effect. You know, one little stone you throw in the water and you see how it ripples and the beauty that it makes. And I think one little change can make a ripple effect. And so we all need to make those little changes.
We hope you've gained some insight on how you can affect the environment based on what these professors have showed you.
So we discovered that it doesn't matter whether or not you're a business professor or a science professor. We all have our part in affecting the triple bottom line.
And remember, even small changes can make a difference.